you guys. Happy Saturday. Downtown LA, there's something going on up here. We're heading towards Olvera Street. But
alright, the gun just won. Adults, male and female.
Hey!
Now we have adults, female on the left, adults, male on the right.
We are back. We're gonna have 2 live streams today. One from Olvera Street, and then we are going to walk, and we're gonna get on the subway. I'm gonna shut the live stream off, but and check out the feast, Italian feast. I don't know what this is. I'm wondering if it is open to the public, and we'll find out. Fun to know we're doing fun and
5 females and 3 males.
awesome events that bring people together in Los Angeles.
Men versus women. Men versus women. Let's go. How many women do we have? We only need 4 men.
Hang tight.
Are we ready? Men versus women. Wow. How many women do we have?
All right, the mic is on.
Are we ready?
That's a really hot park to be in, but it's good that they did whatever this event is this time of year. Fun. Oh, you're welcome. You know, I didn't turn the mic on until I started. I just forgot to look out for the sign. Funnily enough, we actually have 2 microphones. We just have a receiver that only accepts 1 microphone. Or we'd have to wear cords. And then we'd be kind of like Siamese. I don't know that you can say that anymore. I guess we would be conjoined twins. So happy Saturday, full of fun and festivities here in Los Angeles. That one's all about girls. That's why I'm leaving. I mean, I celebrate girls. I'm gonna get canceled today. Girls, girls, girls. So this is where we started our little Chinatown walk last night also. We are Siamese, if you please. We said a lot of stupid things in the olden days, and some of them stuck. I will try to get better. I'm literally, I feel like, on these people's ass, which I hate. I'm gonna really do a daring do and just cross the street in front of the Los Angeles County Hall of Records. Hopefully not get busted. Hey, George Berger! Hashtag. It'd be fine. They would think it was another person named Charlie, probably. I'm probably one of the least famous Charlies. Happy Saturday! Really feeling the October weather last night. I have to tell you, we seriously contemplated, I don't know if BD's here, if he's mad, we seriously contemplated going home and playing GTA, but I literally, the night before when we went to the art walk, we stayed out. I think we got home at like after midnight, and probably didn't go to bed till like 2. So I was pooped yesterday. And I think once we started playing GTA and I was sitting on my big comfy couch, I would have fallen asleep. Also, we did get on the wrong metro. For so long that I've been taking the metro this past summer, I haven't had to pay attention to whether the purple line or the red line was coming, because the purple line wasn't running. And it's literally the first time I never checked and gotten on the wrong train. Well, the result is we end up at the end of Western, and we end up at Western and Wilshire. So it really wasn't that bad because, you know, that's our neighborhood that we walk in anyway. We just had to take a bus up the street, which I'd never ridden that bus before. I believe it's called the number 207. Not to be confused with 227, the hit TV show of the 80s. Mary. I can do a really good Mary. I'm just really self-conscious about it. Probably because it could also get me canceled doing an impersonation of Jackie. But I mean, it's out of respect. Shout out to Jackie and shout out to Lark Bark. You guys, thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys are new and have not viewed us before, or have not subscribed or liked, please feel free to give us one of these here guys. A like, subscribe, and chat. Or, if you're feeling super generous, you could hype us from your iPhone or the other kind of phone. A Google phone. Hey, Mary. I think, going back to the park, sorry, Lark Bark, I haven't acknowledged anybody. I think his Girls was a little more beat driven than Motley Crue's total utterance. It's so cool on this side of the street. Let's see if they've removed the car that crashed into City Hall, or the steps. It's really kind of strange. Everybody's going to be in our way for a couple seconds. We came down here last night to go to Chinatown. I always like to get off like a stop or two early. That way we get to like that's a newer thing, maybe for the past couple months. That way we get to the spot we're going to like maybe 20 minutes into the thing. That way if somebody comes late, they don't miss it. So last night, some poor guy crashed his car into City Hall. And if you heard it on the news, it sounds crazy, right? But as far as those steps right there, like, you gotta go up a couple steps to get to City Hall. It came of him. I know they caught him. Or not caught him, but like himself. Weird times. I mean, that kind of stuff happens forever. People crash. Well, maybe not people crashing into City Hall. Never mind. Let's change the subject. Look, it's the United States Courthouse. The thing is, they do kind of have a barrier, but it's the kind of barrier to like keep human. It's this type of barrier, like this. And I mean, anyone can crash through that. So the City Hall, we walk by it all the time, like similar to this building, right? So he probably hit some kind of concrete pylon, I think those are called pylons, and just stopped at the steps. You know, his car couldn't get any further. It'd probably be pretty tough to get to the door of City Hall or even the Hall of Justice without like a Land Rover. I'm kidding, a Land Rover probably couldn't do it either. Without a a Mack truck or a 18-wheeler. If there's a will, there's a way. So this kicks off like the first Dia de los Muertos little thing that we'll do. It's not a full-on event. It's just kind of an art display, some art, so fully art week, right? And there's gonna be some displays, some marigolds, some face painting, some Katrinas. I think they're setting up altars also, or teaching people how to set up an altar. So it should be pretty visually stunning. It probably will be, I have to keep an eye on the time because I have a date with you all at 6:30. So it's like 3:43 right now. We'll stay here for an hour and walk slowly and absorb everything. I'm gonna cross the street right here. If we keep going straight, we will be in Chinatown. We wanna come down here. You can see the Pico house greeting us. Hello, Pio Pico. I love the name Pio Pico. I've always heard of Pico, but I didn't grow up in California, so in 4th grade I didn't learn California history. But ask me anything about New Hampshire. So I'd never heard of Governor Pio Pico. I didn't know why things were named Pico. Hey, Ricky! So he's the last Mexican governor of California. And again, this part of history, I'll get the hang of and remember most of later on, but I think he was the last governor when California was still Mexico, not the last Mexican ancestry governor of California. But feel free to correct me. Anyway, Pio Pico, it's a fun name to say. So he built this hotel, this grand hotel. I don't know the year right now. I usually would if I had reread up about it right before I left. I've noticed that the more history we talk about, the less I can remember years of things. I feel like I'm just cramming my brain with more knowledge, which may be great. You know, learning new stuff is awesome. Oh my gosh, members do make a lot of stuff possible. Love members. And here, I want to thank my members. This is all updated, so thank you guys for helping to support the channel and helping me do stuff like this, upgrade my internet for better live streaming. Osgay! Alright, crossing the 101 freeway, heading over to Pico House. If you're heading into the valley on the 101, get off. Doesn't look great. If you're heading out of Los Angeles, smooth and easy. I'm wearing pants today. I usually always wear bottoms, but shorts. But I'm wearing pants today and it feels weird. Also, it's been so long since I've worn pants instead of short pants that I forgot to wear a belt. I'm not sure where the protests were. I missed them today. I actually thought they would be in front of City Hall. I thought we'd maybe, like yesterday, catch the car. We'd catch sort of the tail end of them. That's just, another one of the many things going on in Los Angeles. Beautiful and haunted Pico House. Haunted by Pio himself, who died penniless. So, oldest part of Los Angeles. This is also one of the older buildings of Los Angeles, the Brunswick building. I'm gonna do a little like member story on this. I kind of love this building. See, shorts, no pants. It's not a great look. I mean, shirt, no belt. Not a great look for me. All right. We're gonna go in here and then go over there. So I was looking for spooky stuff to do for Halloween. We probably will walk through a graveyard or two. There's some pretty cool historic ones, like the one Biddy Mason is buried in. They also filmed some Freddy Krueger there. So this over here, I hope I don't get yelled at for getting closer to it, is probably one of the oldest grave stars in Los Angeles. There are no markers. I'm not really sure who's buried here, but the early pioneers of Los Angeles. That was a sweaty hot walk for me. It's so hot around the reservoir. I think I did that I feel like I did that in October. It was still pretty hot. I feel like last summer was a lot hotter. BD and Cecilia. Cecilia may be in Austin. I feel like she was a couple months ago planning a trip to Austin. We kept making fun of it, her going for Oktoberfest. Woo! It's like a police TV show up there. You know what I realized though too? I always miss these people. And Will, I know he's a little under the weather. I mean, to put it mildly. I just hope sometimes, it's because they're doing good things and people have a life. He still, I can't talk again. Some say Pio Pico is still here. So I did a ghost walk for downtown Hollywood. I maybe should do one for LA too. I just did buildings we haven't gone to before. I watch a couple people on Instagram, I don't even go on Instagram. I watch a couple people on YouTube also, and sometimes I don't see their stuff for weeks. Depending on what crazy stuff is going on in my life, usually nothing crazy. The very first time I came to film at Pico House, I was using the DJI Pocket 3 camera, and a girl came out and asked if we were looking for ghosts. She didn't realize it was a camera. I wouldn't mind something lemony and limey like a margarita. I love textiles.
Para la gente que les esté gustando, ahora sí que las canciones que estamos cantando, eso no es nada, pelados. Vamos a regresar el día 2 de noviembre.
Hey, George, Cecilia, the gang's all here. Just waiting on Will.
Olvera, para quien guste acompañarnos, acuérdense de nuestro nombre, Dos Voces de México. Nos pueden encontrar en la página y le dan like de paso, es gratis, no cuesta nada. 2 voz de México, el número 2, B de Víctor, D de Dedo, M de México. Ahí están los perfiles personales a nombre de Marley Zárraga, que también ha estado grabando varias canciones de mariachi norteño y banda. Y un servidor, Jesús Arredondo, que también por ahí tenemos un programa que transmitimos los viernes.
I like the little air fresheners are pretty awesome.
Así es que Marley Zárraga, Jesús Arredondo. Más, ¿con qué nos podemos ir?
I want a bag.
A ver. Bueno, pues por nuestra parte,
pretty
haciendo
cool.
todo, debemos de agradecerles. Principalmente quiero
I love
pedirles
these
un aplauso
also.
para el ingeniero de sonido que nos hizo favor de
The little
prestarnos su
party
audio.
flags.
Y también que la verdad es un audio que se escucha muy bien.
I'll show you their website.
Gracias porque
Hi.
estamos haciendo como
You guys get some of this stuff.
¿verdad? Porque llegamos tarde, empezamos.
Their Instagram.
Bueno, pero los invitamos para que nos acompañen el próximo 12 de
I should get an eyeglass case for sure, or a new dog leash.
No olviden, 2 voces de México, aquí, el mero día de nuestros difuntos.
Semillas Artis. Made from the heart. I love it. Gene Gray, thanks so much.
¿Les ha gustado la música?
Again.
Muchas gracias. Con todo el cariño para todos ustedes. Ya nos despedimos. Nos vamos. Muchas gracias.
This is some really nice.
Y esos aplausos los llevamos hasta la tumba.
Gene, thank you again. More handmade jewelry. Dude, I wish I needed jewelry. I wish Joe was here with me so he could carry a plant. I could always use that house plant. Or these hats are pretty awesome. That. Right there. We'll come back and look at this guy's house. Do you have a... The Elvis. I actually love the hats. Hats and plants. Oh, it smells so good over here. I think they're burning something. Oh, it's the sage bundles. I love the hats, especially the one, the LA with bones. It's a little baby house dress, I think. Blowing the conch. That always reminds me of Piggy. All right, let's not follow them, but we don't want to miss any of these booths. No belt. My shirt's totally untucked in the front in a bizarre way. I know. We have to... I'm gonna clean on Monday, I think. Everything is at DS. There are tons of items for the occasion. I feel bad this lady keeps ducking when I walk by. I'm not trying to film her. It's hilarious. Well, it's not hilarious, I feel kind of bad. I wonder if... I cannot really see the screen right now to chat, so...
Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause to my friends. We're going to start the traditional way. We're the tradition of the direction. We're going to get the world program of points in the world. And the department of the community to give. So thank you very much. Un fuerte aplauso. Gracias. La bendición a los cuatro directores.
Okay, sorry I couldn't read that for a couple seconds. That was pretty intense and hot, meaning temperature-wise. But really amazingly exquisite, I have to say. It's a little bit cooler here too. I mean, it was 81 today. You want to hear something really crazy? So we went for a walk a couple weeks ago to get a bagel in the morning. And on the way there, we saw 1 hour photo lab. And I kind of chuckled at the time. And I was like, wow, I wonder what that really is. Like maybe it was like a museum or something in there. And actually, Joe had a photo shoot there today, sorta. I just need to straighten my gimbal. It looked like it was kind of flopping. So Cecilia, this is sort of a, back there was a it's an art festival actually.
It's a distracting city.
It's the Muertos Art Festival.
There's never like
But it's more, that place has the best soft serve at the best price. She doesn't take a credit card though. Okay, also if you want a postcard, of course I went to Hollywood Boulevard, 6 for $1. I think people should send postcards. I love them. I have to save some room for the Italian stop. For the feast. That can be my 2026 goal, is to send everyone a postcard. Even Denise. I have actually never walked into this shop before. I'm always a little afraid of getting kicked out of things, but let's pretend I'm a tourist from Norway. Jag älskar the cabinets. That's all I can say in Swedish. This is as interesting as the hive, actually. It's also interesting that you can see some of the original weird building things. I find it very weird because there's not a huge Italian presence in Los Angeles. And they also, I mean, I'm Italian, but I never referred to pasta sauce as gravy. They're having a gravy contest. I was kind of confused by that. I was confused by that the first time I saw somebody call, I think it's West Coast Italians. I love little lights, or fairy lights as we sometimes call them, in Norway.
So I'm gonna exchange 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 4 right here. Okay. I'll do 1 more. Okay.
Cool. I really kind of love that store. That's where I'm gonna do my Christmas shopping. Everyone's gonna get this ornament. I think we need a pumpkin for our front door, Joe. Should we go in? I love it. Hello.
Hi.
I love statues. I really love statues. I grew up around a lot of French Canadian Catholics, and they really like the Jesus statue. I knew a couple of people that had something like that in their house. I find it very scary. I love Christmas lights all year long. Tons of and you could totally do an entire nativity scene, which is pretty excellent. This place is called Memo's Place, and I'm walking very respectfully, carefully, because Joe is not here to look out for me. I could easily bump into something, but I'm not gonna. And that's our baby Jesus. I'm gonna try. I'm really trying to be careful. All right, this is a leather shop. Well, that means different things to different people. This is what we're going in now. I hope you love this. We never go into any of these places. I feel emboldened. Well, this place has a great selection of t-shirts. Me too. I just don't like to dust, and so I try not to buy too much stuff. I haven't bought stuff a lot this year. I've done a really nice job. But I do need a new wallet. I just need a slimmer wallet, because... Alright, the Selena sweatshirt. I hope Joe didn't see that. Maybe I'm gonna get it for him for Christmas. Take a picture and kindly donate to support Osme in support of our traditional events. I think I owe a couple bucks. I'm gonna sneak through this place. No, I'm not. That's got some cool skeletons in there, but... And it's Casa California. I love the skeletons. Hey, Ms. Evil Glenn. I'm really sorry it... You know what, Cecilia? I will work on that. For sure. Post pictures of holiday decorations. You know, we talk about doing some kind of community thing. I think it's time. I love a Discord, that's what I meant. I'm just overwhelmed by all the beautiful colors. This is the Sepulveda house. Pretty cool. I never look at the plaques in here, except for the one house over there. It's like the YouTube community board, I think. I will look it up. I like the little store downstairs. I also love the little saint up there. I think it would be fun. Remember that time a guy shared a recipe with me and I tried to share it with a post? It would be cool if we could do some more interactive kind of thing, but also a Discord. This is the Pelinconi house. Speaking of Italians, this was the first brick edifice building built in 1850. Let me look into everything I can do, and I will get back to you on Monday. With something new and cool. I wonder if this is something we can go in. Merchant only preview, September 4th. Open to the public Friday, September 7th. 5th to 7th, though. Doesn't seem like it's open anymore. That's the security office and Lost and Found. Uh-oh. Everything must go. Oh my gosh, the conversation I'm hearing is hilarious. So, I pass by this unknowingly hundreds of times a day, and we unfortunately have removed our icon. So, the heart-tugging reunion in The Kid, 1921, played between Charlie Chaplin's Little Tramp and his adopted son Jackie Coogan, was filmed right here. It probably meant a little more to people 50 years ago, but kind of cool. Full collapse. Sorry if I missed anybody. We could use the parakeets for Charlie Chaplin as a stand-in. Olvera's village. Wow. This is like the deluxe place. This is the place with the nice... I love the dancing shoes. I mean, don't get me wrong. For you. Wow, this is pretty massive. All the marigolds are over here. I keep... These are just... This is beautiful. Of course, it's indoors. It could withstand, but I love the little shrines. Oh, I thought this was going to be a double shrine. That's what the back looks like. I really want to touch those poofy little marigolds, though. Oh my gosh. Again, postcards, 5 for $1. I love that pot. Should I get it down and see how much it is? I'm kidding. Alright. That's where we are. In case you saw something you'd like. Sorry. Good night. Ooh, that's gorgeous. I shouldn't have touched it. I really shouldn't have touched it. So that's Olvera's. Yeah, mates, did you hit the like button? I almost would wear this, to be honest with you. I kind of like it, you know, for a special event. I think it would be fun to wear one of these blouses, I've got to say, if I were a woman. Or I would, if I were a woman, rock that skirt. I'm not rocking it as a man. I'm not comfortable with that for me personally. I can smell the lard and taquitos smell. I know we're going to an Italian thing. So, and Joe would be ticked if I got taquitos without him. But the place to get them from, the originator, I will do it soon, I promise. is here in this little place.
Me gustó esa de la jefa.
Almost just cielito lindo. But actually, almost any place you get taquitos are going to be great down here. Hey, Cecilia, when are you going to, weren't you going to Texas, San Antonio this month? Or did I miss the beginning of a conversation that just reminded me? Or is it Austin, not San Antonio? You know, I never knew Houston was on the water. For some reason, I thought it was in the middle of Texas. Do you need a new pair of sandals for your trip? I'm sorry, that is pretty inexpensive for a pair of shoes. $39.99. I don't like this one because it looks like a Clark's shoe. I need another vacation from camping. This time, no tents. It's very cocoa down here. Let's go back and check out what's happening over here. Let me check my watch. 4:30, 5:30. I got my old gimbal back, well, a new gimbal back yesterday. I'm using the lighter weight gimbal though. Still using the tiny one though. let's say we have a couple options now. Hey, Madame Bijou. Bon samedi soir. Okay. We have an option. So we're going to start the next live stream at 6:30. We were here for an hour. I can get on the train station at Union Station and give you guys like a, I don't know, 2-hour break before we get to Hollywood and Highland, because I can't stream in the train. Or I'm gonna walk to Pershing Square from here. We were just there yesterday and the day before. Been downtown a lot this week. Tomorrow I'm looking at, there's a Korean festival tomorrow that I'm looking to going to. Next Saturday, 3 choices. There's like a Halloween fantasy block party downtown, a Tim Burton thing downtown, and a zombie run in Long Beach. So 2 things here, which we could overlap, and 1 thing in Long Beach. So I think if we went to Long Beach, that would be the only option. So from Mexico to Italy, LA does not officially have an Italian section, believe it or not. Although if it did, it would probably be down the street from here, because there is a Italian American museum that I've never gone into. I'm like a little Italian, but I think it's the identity that my family took on. There's more festivals than we could shake a gimbal at. Joe and I are going to have to divide up. I think it only gets more intense as we head towards Christmas. I really would love to go to one of those forests where they have jack-o'-lanterns lit and you can walk around in the night. They're usually places where you can't stream from, though. I definitely get some good Mexican food in my neighborhood, for sure, that is as authentic. But I think if you're on a holiday or a vacation here, they have some of the best places to get Mexican food down there, and you can tell they're cooking with lard. It just smells so delicious. And also, everything's expensive in LA, but I did see some nice chanclas down there for under $30 that look to be made of leather. That's a bargain. They have there's a bunch of stuff going down in Los Angeles today. Like they're having a sort of swap meet obscura somewhere downtown. And when we got off the subway directly across from the Civic Center stop, there is an event going on there for girls. They're looking for girls. I'm really not sure. I should stop making fun of it. I have no idea what it's for. I love Italian food also. But I think San Diego and maybe San Francisco are the only places with like a little Italy. We have Italy, where I've heard I can get some really good Italian cookies. That's really what I'm after. I don't know if this place even has Italian cookies, but I'm gonna look for them. It wasn't Jay-Z though. It was just, it sounded like the guy had an accent. I can't remember what they're called, LA Unknown. They're these like cookies, and they taste like almond. and they have like a little red dot of jam or jelly in the middle. And there's also something like an anisette cookie that I really love. You can also get an anisette biscotti, but it was a cookie. I probably could just buy a book and make them myself. But that's a mess. Baking is a mess. Also, it's such a science. Like if you're making, I'm not talking like a French cream sauce, but if you're making like a red sauce, you know, you can just wing it. You can wing it with cream sauce also, just maybe not bechamel or hollandaise. But I feel like baking is just like exact. I want to check out Italy too. I just never go in that direction. So I'm thinking whatever protest was happening down here for, I think it was Palestine, a Free Palestine protest, probably has ended by now. I just like Century City because they like filmed Planet of the Apes 3 there. And
Hey, what's your YouTube channel, bro?
Walking in LA.
Walking in LA?
Yeah.
YouTube?
Check it out.
On
Yep.
YouTube?
Mm-hmm. Check it out.
My name is Jesus is Real on YouTube.
Check it out.
777.
Hit me up there. Follow me, I'll follow you back. And check out your stuff. What do you do? Yeah. Walking_in_LA. Guys, don't laugh, man. They laugh at me all the time. It's a hard one to find.
I have a question.
Sure.
Like, what do you know about the Freemason Lodge?
Are you talking about the one in Hollywood?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be haunted. I read that recently. A lot of movie stars from the 1920s went to that, like 1920s and 1930s, like Clark Gable and...
Have you ever heard about the Satan's Castle?
The which one?
Satan's Castle in Crestline, California?
No.
I went up there, and like the San Bernardino area, they want to like close that area up.
Uh-huh.
Because over there, it's like, I heard there's like hidden tunnels, and like people do rituals.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a whole Nazi setup in the Malibu mountains. If you go to this, just hit my emails on the thing. I don't know it by heart for some reason, but just hit me up and I will send you the link to that.
What is your YouTube channel?
It's walking. It's almost that, but that's it right there.
Right here?
Wow, it's the second one down. Yeah, put a comment there. I will definitely email you. All right.
God bless.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much. I think you just told me about something called Satan's Castle. I don't know if that's for us. But there is this place I went hiking like 10 or 12 years ago. It's a known area, but it's literally like a bunker built for the H-Man in like Malibu. It's actually maybe in Brentwood. And there are all these like building skeletons left over. I think LA All Known should be their name change. The All-Knowing LA. I'm trying to get back into the conversation here. Also, my pants are falling down. It's really stupid not to wear a belt. It doesn't happen with shorts. I actually have never gone to Italy, although I've gone near it. I've gone to the Century City a couple times. It's been there for a couple years. Right? It's not that old, but did Mario Batali have something to do with it? I can't remember. I'm just assuming because he's Italian. Get it? Italian. Whoa. That mall is kind of touristy, but it's not like a South Coast Plaza. It's a swanky mall. It's a nice mall. I just don't go over there too often because to get to my place, it's just past Beverly Hills. You drive down Santa Monica. It's probably like 10 miles maybe. Venice is like 12 or 14 miles from my house, so this is probably like 10 miles. It takes forever. Anytime I go to a mall, I usually go to Glendale. Hey, welcome, John Kim. I stopped looking at the screen for a minute. Let me take a second to thank all of my members. I haven't done that for a bit. Really want to thank you for your support. I'll have 2 short members videos coming out this week. I'm almost finished one of them. I was so pooped yesterday. So, one on the Clark Hotel, the other one is a surprise. Thanks. Me too, actually. They say streamers are going to be the next something. I just wanted to get in at the beginning. Yeah, we're here all the time. This is Nancy Valverde Square, the Cooper Donut Square. Nancy Valverde, a trans person. And the police station was right over there. The donut shop was right around here. We've discussed Nancy's story before, we'll do it again. It's almost the best season to go to Pasadena. Pasadena's just hot. So we're into the fall and winter. It's much cooler there. I'm not much cooler than here, but much cooler than the summertime. Okay, so Nancy Valverde Square, Cooper Donut Shop. Los Angeles' first gay bar, El Jalisco. I've never seen it open, but I know it is still open. Joe and I went to a bar after the art night on Thursday. I might have mentioned that. I don't really want to say the name of it. Really beautiful space. Really horrible DJ. Playing music. I felt like I was in a small town bar in like New Hampshire. Like a small town gay bar in New Hampshire. Like they played, I mean, there's songs that I like more or less, but they played like back-to-back songs, like back-to-back Kylie Minogue songs. Also Kylie Minogue songs I don't really like. Bananarama, Venus, Janet Jackson, kind of like that. Like 8 Destiny's Child songs. I mean, I'll listen to some of this stuff for sure, and I like some of this stuff. But like, I don't want to go to a club and hear the hits of 2003, and that wasn't the theme. Ruben, have an awesome night. It's always lovely to see you. A blessing to have you here. So it is, let me just check the time, 4:50. John, thanks for joining. We stream a couple times a week. Usually, this month it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, sometimes Saturday, and Sunday. More often than not, Saturday. But I like to leave that as an open option. I really need to wash my car. I just thought of that, seeing all these shiny cars. Black shiny Tesla makes it look less like a refrigerator. I had red lentils the other night, Cecilia. Red lentils with bulgur wheat. We made like Mexican rice, except not with rice. The Thai market has not come back yet. But last night when we were in Chinatown, they had like that sort of thing going on for the first Fridays, and I think we saw one of the vendors, the guy that's dressed like a pirate with the fruity drinks. He was there. I just love Joe is this has nothing to do with anything, but you know, Joe is gonna play a couple shows at the end of the month, and we're just trying to like eat a little healthy before he goes. So we eat bulgur wheat. I love bulgur wheat, actually. I make it like, I use it like risotto. And I use it in place of rice. I also love barley as well. And now red lentils is in my pantry. And like, I love adding a little bit of red lentils, like half a cup with a cup of barley, or half a cup with a cup of wheat. I mean bulgur wheat. I really didn't know they were speaking English until I passed them, and then every word they said made sense. Does that ever happen to you? Like takes your brain a second to replay what you just heard and make sure it was in the language that you speak. Joe is a musician. Have you heard of Michael Bublé? He's gonna really punch me when I get home. Joe is nothing like that. Joe, are you still watching? I'm gonna get mad that I just spilled the beans on your tour. Yeah. You know, there are just some people that kind of cause sort of a visceral reaction in other people. I feel that way about Billy Joel. I know lots of people love Billy Joel, but I just hate Billy Joel for some reason. Like, I don't know what it is. You could play a song, I didn't know it was Billy Joel, and I would hate it. No, I know you would never punch me. You would pinch me. I think Joe feels that way about Michael Bublé, although a little less passionate about Michael Bublé than I feel that way about Billy Joel. I can't believe they made a musical about Billy Joel's life. Or song. Sorry if you're a Billy Joel fan. Oh my gosh, if Joe was an entertainer manager, I would have him book me some gigs. Give me a sponsor. He manages himself. The 3rd Street Tunnel. So we're doing a double stream tonight. I'm about to walk. I'm just walking to the train station, and then I'm going to go to Hollywood and Highland for the Italian feast, the San Giorno Festival. They're having a gravy contest, and gravy, if you don't know, is pasta sauce. I think it's a West Coast thing. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I just don't like him. No, it's more than just his music. Like, I feel like I saw an interview with him at some point, and I didn't like the way he talked to the person interviewing him, or his tone. It just came off a little weird, but I really just... don't like Billy Joel. So for sure, maybe hate. I wouldn't do anything to Billy Joel. Personally. I'm gonna walk towards Pershing Square. Against my better judgment. We'll go, anyway, I said 2nd or 3rd Street Tunnel, then I had to defend hating Billy Joel for a second. Normally I would definitely just take that on. We walk through the tunnel all the time. I've never walked through the tunnel before being on this channel, but I walk through that tunnel pretty frequently, at least once a month. Playing my song. My pants are literally falling down. It's just a real juxtaposition, the architecture here. Like, you've got crazy modern buildings surrounded by buildings from 1915, 1930. Beautiful frieze work on some of these, just details that are insane. Look at the stepped towers. I believe those stepped towers on this building and a building a couple blocks away were so that they could kind of get away with having a building that height at the time. And then a beautiful Clark Hotel from 1911. It's kind of Beaux Arts, Italianate, modern, obnoxiously modern. I'm referring to the park. Spooky Hotel. The Biltmore.
Learn how to steer.
One of the many places we walk by where the Black Dahlia was last seen. I bet the Biltmore. I don't know if I'm going to come back downtown for a couple days. We've been down here so often, but I'll make it a point to walk through the Biltmore. We have to. I really want to go through the Biltmore. One of Joe's relatives actually worked at the Biltmore when they were a teenager. I didn't have enough time to talk to them and see if they could tell me any spooky stories. Okay. I really had to stop. I'm not the kind of guy that wears his pants really low, but they're falling down. Okay. I think we're good for a few. I think I've got to charge my gimbal though. Please bear with. And voila. All right. I'm doing more valley also. Also, the weather is just right. There was a scene from Chinatown that was filmed between these two buildings with Faye Dunaway and Jack Nicholson. The scene was, I believe. Come on. Palm trees aren't native to LA. You tried. I'm putting a little. Car action there. Did you guys hear him? Why would you name a robot Maui? Are there people named Maui? I'm sure. I feel like if you're named Maui though, like you should be from Hawaii. Moana. I thought that said Mona the first time. Moana. What do I know? I thought Jorge was Jorg. So I'm gonna bump off at 7th Street Metro Station, hop on the train, and then start heading over towards Hollywood and Highland for our next stream. Maybe 10 minutes till I get there. I sure hope you join me again for the next round. I'm also going to take advantage of that time to charge my phone. And my gimbal's kind of getting the charge now. I think I'm going to try to eat a snack, an Italian snack, at the Italian Fest. I made a, breakfast lunch this morning just a little bit before I left, maybe at 2 o'clock. We had some turkey and eggs and cheese. Watch your shins, Cecilia. I'm convinced they're out for my shins. Alright, we're at Olive and 7th. I should have crossed the street. Now these people are all slowly crossing. I'm actually starting to get hungry. It smells really good around here. I'm pretty sure it's boba time. That boba smell is wafting out. Yeah, BD, we really were gonna live stream GTA, but I don't know if you were here in the beginning, we got on the wrong train. which wasn't that big of a deal, and we had to take the bus. And we stayed up really late the night before, especially for me. And so I was like, I'm just gonna fall asleep if we shut out the lights and start playing a video game. But we will play one night, maybe Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, a day that I don't do. Well, I'm live streaming tomorrow, but like a day I don't do a live stream in the night. We'll have a hangout, members only hangout this week. But with GTA. It was late for you. We'll try to do one a little earlier in the day. I think if we even try to, like the first time we played GTA, we totally gave it a Los Angeles spin. I think we didn't even see everything Los Angeles that you could see in GTA. Right, that's what I'm saying. Next Monday or Tuesday. Something like that. Oh, we for sure will. We'll give you a heads up. We were going to do it maybe in the next couple days. Alright, you guys. My train station is up there. I'm going to hop on 7th Street Metro. And then I will see you at Hollywood and Highland. 5:10 in a little over an hour. I might go on a little bit before. I think it's for 6:30 I'm on. I might go on a little bit before. But stay tuned. Again, thank you guys so much for joining. If it's your first time here, please give us a like, subscribe, or a hype. Really appreciate that. And I will see you soon. Simply Sonora, Osgay, Beduckstein, Madame Bijou, Cariopolis, Cecilia. I'm walking in LA, that's Joe. I just want to say goodnight to all of you for now. LA Unknown. Bump, 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 bump. I'm catching some of the conversation. I may have forgotten somebody. Ruben. John Kim. First timer John Kim. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Thank you so much. And Jean, if you're out there, hearts. All the rest of you, fireworks and hearts. And more fireworks. We are gonna be back in a little bit. Well, also Joe will be with me. See you real soon. We say goodbye and thank you for watching. More in store. Hugs.